Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to revise the topic Muslim rule in the subcontinent in today's class. It's from unit number 3, our past and our present. It's textbook page number 42 and 46. So, talking about Muslim rule in the subcontinent, if we talk about the history, there are a lot of rulers who ruled in the subcontinent. Right now, we will just be talking about the Muslim rule in the subcontinent. So, the first empire that was set up was the Ghaznavids, right? So Baktagin was a Turkish warrior in 986. He came from Central Asia, and with his fierce horsemen, he led towards Punjab, and he conquered the areas and spread Islam. After his death in 997, Mahmud got the throne. Right? Mahmud is known as the idol breaker because of his raids on Hindu temples, and he attacked on Somnath. There was a temple that was made up of gold and jewel, right? So he is known as he's famous for breaking the for breaking the temples, Hindu temples, and he is known as the idol breaker, right? At that time, Muslims ruled on the subcontinent, and they made Delhi their capital. So there are a lot of sultanates that were set up in Delhi, right? So Delhi Sultanate was established in 1180, strongest power, and it lasted for almost 300 years. It means that for 300 years Muslim ruled on the subcontinent. Muslim made Delhi their capital. When they attacked Delhi, they captured Delhi and made their capital. Shahabuddin Ghori was an Afghan, and he was a ruler. He first conquered Sindh and Lahore, and then he also made Delhi their capital because it is easy to attack other places from Delhi. So all the Muslim rulers they made Delhi their capital. Right? If you talk about the dynasties that were present in Delhi, so there are three main dynasties: that the slave dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, and the Tughlaq dynasty. Right? The slave dynasty, it started from 1206 and ended at 1287, right? So the first slave dynasty, as the name indicates you, the rulers were slave. So the first one is Qutbuddin Aibak. He was an ex-slave, and he became sultan after Muhammad's Ghori death in 1206. He was also a very able general, and he conquered Upper Ganga Valley and Gujarat, and then he was succeeded by another ex-slave who was Iltutmish, right? So Iltutmish was also a very good general, and he proved to be the best rulers of the 13th century, right? After Iltutmish, Razia Sultana came. Razia Sultana is the daughter of Iltutmish, right? She was the only woman ever to become sultan. Why? Because of her qualities. She was just, she was a good general, and she used to dress up like a man, and she used to lead her army in battles. She used to participate in the battles just like men. After Razia Sultana, Balban, Ghayasuddin Balban came. He was also a slave, and Iltutmish had purchased him, and he was in his court. He was a good administrator, and he took over as sultan. He also proved to be a good general, and upon his death, the next dynasty came, that is the Khalji dynasty. In the next class, we will discuss about Khalji dynasty in detail, but right now we will discuss still slave dynasty. After this, you are having a video. Kindly students watch this video. Thank you, students, for listening.